Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 2, Week 10, Day 2, of course, the final week of Campaign 2. So don't forget, we still have the campaign going on. Of course, we finished all the tasks yesterday. We did a video on the Mythic earlier today as far as the very final reward that you get. We will be having a video on the weapon at some point. I hope to get it done on, I think, Thursday, maybe tomorrow if I have the time. Try to get it in, but sometime soon, TM. By the end of the week, we'll definitely have, hopefully sooner than later, we'll have a weapon on the very useless Duskbringer. But I still want to go over it. Maybe in trying to find a okay team for it, we'll find something that's not horrible. But I'm pretty sure Dawnbringer's still the way to go. Dawnbringer just feels so much stronger than it. Deathmark is so inconsistent. Like, you can make it work sometimes because, hey, it like has curse attached to it and stuff like that. But yeah, if you want a Deathmark option, just go this. The other thing is just, I don't know, it's just so bad. Duskbringer. Dawnbringer just seems always better. But anyways, especially when Black Manacles can do pretty similar for 15 mana cost too, which is like 10 whole mana costs cheaper. But anyways, things trying to get us to spend gems. Nothing good there though today. At least for me, it's different for every player, obviously. However, what is similar for every single person is Adventure Board, which also pretty much has nothing. Oh, it's a handful of gems. Even common and rare gems are still decent compared to not gems, just because, well, it's gems. And one event key, which obviously I do not need. I have way too many event keys. So if nothing else, there's a good week to throw event keys, so some other people might still be needing some of those event keys. But anyways, main thing that we're going to be focusing on today is definitely going to be the faction event. Of course, that's going on only today. As far as unique weapon, it is the, I believe it's something useless, right? Deal 40 splash damage to an enemy if there's a store. Yeah, it's useless. You can pretty much ignore it. If you want it for completion's sake, it's probably better to get in Soulforge unless you're already going to be doing this event up all the way. Otherwise, I'd probably ignore it. It's pretty bad. However, theoretically won't be around for like another forever because the rotation of the factions takes like what, almost 6 months these days to cycle through them. But it's a very useless tier weapon, so you don't need to worry about that too much. But anyways, let's go grab the enchant. Actually, I think I might just tear out the other dailies real quick. Maybe we'll mess with raids a little bit too, or not raids, but the World Lore event, because we actually have not touched this yet. And the guild is almost done with it. We should probably throw some of our battles down. Tomorrow is definitely going to get a lot of them in, so we'll probably still focus on it a little bit more tomorrow, but I do want to throw some amount down. So I think that's going to be the game plan then. Let's go get our dailies out real quick. We'll then do raids for a little while, and then we'll probably mess with, or, you know, do the entirety of the faction and go from there. So let's switch over to Magic. Let's clear these out real quick. Get our free little bit of gems, might as well. But yeah, this Saturday, look out for it too. We're going to be getting that new pet again. Or it's not new, but it's new to quite a few people. The 2018 Christmas pet we're getting this Saturday. Also, if I'm not mistaken, it was confirmed that next week's going to be the patch. I don't think we got an official date, but probably next week's Tuesday is the most likely time. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be this week. It does not seem like it's going to be this week. So no need to worry. Which is good, because like I feel like a billion different games are getting an update this week. That would have been too many. But yeah, it seems like it's next week for the update. Probably next Tuesday. Seems to be the date. Oh wait, are we lagging? I'm not noticing any lag. Let's see. Oh no, is anyone else noticing lag? Let me know, let me know. Neither thing is saying that it is. But it still could be. Just because it's not saying that's lagging. But nope, our connection's actually been pretty good today. But it can still lag when it doesn't say it's lagging. Oh yeah, she did say preview next Monday. Okay. So yeah, it's next Tuesday for sure then, 100%. That's like not even a question. She's doing preview next Monday. That's 100% a patch next Tuesday. Oh, there we go. We got an official date without them officially saying the date. There we go. Unless they do it slightly later than next Tuesday, but it's insanely likely next Tuesday. Not today, Tuesday, but next week, Tuesday, 1 week from today. Oh, we got a gnome. We got a Volky from a gnome last night. That is very much not a Volky, though. 2 minor trait stones. Gosh. I used the... Oh, yeah, I didn't even say hello to everyone yet, by the way. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Cookie. Hello, No Fun. Hello, Bushka. Hello, Lestat. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Ella. Hello, Ricardo. Let's see. Who have I not said hello to? Hello, Tyrion. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Oh, also, everyone thank Isabel. She got us the new chair behind us, by the way. I didn't really get to show it yet because we're kind of blocking it most of the time. But, yeah, it's a really, really nice solid chair. Been using it since last night. But finally got that assembled last night. Well, it came in yesterday, but didn't really have time during the day to set it up. But I did last night, and now it's there. Theoretically, it was showcased during the Fall Guys stream, but obviously barely anyone watches the Fall Guys stream. I still do them. They're fun. Had a lot of fun, even though we went on like one of our big, actually, literally the biggest lose streak we ever had. We actually had 11 losses in a row. We basically had like full win rate in getting to final, except for one team game. That doesn't count. But we basically had an like infallible for getting into final, but we kept losing the final, which was pretty sad. Let's see. Yes, I can now recline while gaming, though I can't really because the mic is so far away that you'd barely hear me if I did. So I can't really go too far back. Yeah, it's a really nice chair. The setup is starting to look very, very professional. I was mentioning that last stream too, where we basically started the channel with like an old computer with a like a basic headset thing, and now we're to pretty much what's a full professional setup. Aside from like a few small knick-knack things that we need here and there. But it has upgraded over the years. Let's see. I was also considering getting a new mic at some point soonish. I'm not sure yet. This mic's about 4.5 years old. I believe we did the math on it earlier. It might finally be time to upgrade. Though this mic has been doing really good. It's not really showing much signs of deterioration too. Other than like some of the paint chipping off it and stuff like that. Off like the shell of the thing. As far as audio quality, it seems like it's been about the same. I'm not too familiar with how audio quality even works, or what to even be looking for the next mic if we do upgrade. But that seemed like something we might do in the nearest future. Let's see, we'll throw that down. When he falls asleep. Well, yeah, it is a pretty comfy chair. I don't think I would ever fall asleep in this chair, though. I don't tend to fall asleep while like upright like that. I'd have to be like insanely tired for that to happen. Alright, there we go. Okay, so next order of business. Let's go to the raid event some. I haven't barely touched it. And by barely touched it, I mean other than the video, I don't think we really touched it at all. So let me go and what am I looking for? I'm looking for the guild, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for rewards, I'm looking to claim them all so we have the tokens that we need to go and do this event. Maybe I also get to see what we get from those 2 orbs. Come on, blue, blue. That is very much not blue, blue. Okay, now that we got our medal upgrade, let's go do the event. Why did I go all the way out? Let's go start doing some of this event. I'm not going to do too many of the battles, but I do want to get things rolling here, if nothing else. I should probably switch back to that Dawnbringer build we had earlier or something for the quick kill. Do I have this team saved anywhere? I don't believe I do, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on my copy-paste, because I'm not going to put anything else on my copy-paste right now. And I'm literally just going to go first slot Black Manacle, followed by, like, some kind of link or anything. So we're going to do this. Use Archmages. And then follow it by something has that purple link here. There we go. We've made a diverse team of that. A very diverse team of Black Manacle kill everything. Okay. So now we change our banner accordingly to a purple brown. Doesn't even matter what the minus is. And I think we are good to go. So that is now +5 purple, +1 brown into auto win Black Manacle. Sounds like a plan. And if I do this, it'll tell me I need to go switch my things, and I'll say okay. And I'll switch over to this, put in our 2 medals, and we'll be good to go. That's not what I want to replace out. That is also... What on earth just... What? The what? The what? Hello? Graphics. That graphic is very graphic. We did a thing. Interesting. What even just happened? Okay, well that's a thing. That is very much a thing. That is weird. I've never seen that glitch before. I think it has to do with the fact that we had empty metals here and then put a metal there. And then it kind of glitched out. Because I don't think if I do that again, it would do that. Like if I put that there and then like put this here and then switch it to that, it doesn't do it. So I think it had to do with the fact that they were initially null. I've never seen that happen before, ever. No, I'm not surprised. There's always very small glitches all over the place. Oh, that is one I was not expecting at all. Graphics generally don't break. It might show a wrong graphic somewhere or show like a graphic that has a bunch of different graphics in it because of how they sort their graphics sometimes. But it normally doesn't do that. It doesn't break the graphic. But anyways, let's go get into things. So basically, it's just rarity order for this event. You do get slightly more points for doing the same battles over again. So for the lowest of rarity, you generally want to focus down a single one. So if it seems like you're getting more of one rarity than the other, or sorry, one of more battle of the same rarity, you want to focus them a little bit more than the other one, particularly on ultra rare. I think on the other ones it won't matter too much because you're eventually going to cycle through all of them anyways. So what does this guy even do? I completely forget. He's not on our team to cast. He's on our team for the exact sole purpose of existing to purple link us. He deals damage to an enemy boosted by burning and disease. So basically he's useless. Okay, good to know. But you can still damage poke with him if nothing else. Yeah, Isabel gave us a really great chair. I've been using that same chair since I moved to this house. It was literally just a spare chair that the house had. I've been using it forever, and I never bothered replacing it yet. But we finally did. Thanks, Isabel. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Yeah, wasn't everyone betting on when I would get the chair done? I'm pretty sure I beat most people's bets. Azala won the bet. Did Azala actually have confidence that I would get it done in a day? Normally I wouldn't, but I figured last night I might as well, and then I did. Normally I wouldn't set up things that quickly. Like I still have a bunch of other things that I need to go set up that have been coming in. I just happened to prioritize the chair. Mostly because it is something we use literally every day. Let's see, what do we need next? I don't think level of a stage matters. However, it's a bit of a indication that you've been doing the battle a bit more, so I guess we will go for these. But if I'm not mistaken, the level doesn't matter this time around. It only matters how many times you've done the battle. The specific level of the battle doesn't matter. However, theoretically, whatever the highest level is would still indirectly, in a sense, give you a higher thing. Because if it's a higher level, then you've been playing it more anyways. So, but it both does and doesn't. The level of a stage both does and doesn't actually contribute to that. It does in the sense that you've played the stage more. But ultimately, it's looking at what stage you played the most, not what stage is highest level. If that makes any sense. So that does mean if we take like a level 10 of the same one and a level like 90 of the same one, if they're both the same battle, they should both give the same amount of points. And what's other thing that would be kind of weird too is if you took a higher level one and then you took a lower level one, the lower level one, as long as they're the same battle specifically, would actually give you more points, I'm pretty sure. Actually, there's a good way to check that. How many points did we get for the one epic one that we just did? Let me go back in time. So I want to go to that epic one we clicked on. So that was like a level 60 epic, right? So gosh, the resolution on this is so bad because it automatically defaults to like 144. So yeah, this one we did at, it was a 40. Wait, where's the 61? Did we do 60? Like moments ago? I want to check this. Because I just mentioned this earlier. Okay, that's up to recent time. Where was the Shaman of Set at 40? That's fine. What was the next Shaman of Set that we took after? Shaman of Set at 40 was how many? It gave 6 seals of power. Wait, 6 seals of power, is that the right one? No, that's the wrong one. I over went into the future. No, it was 11 thingies. Okay, let's see if the other one does more than 11 if we take a 10. Or does the same amount. Because 11 is what the other one was at. Let's remember that number. 11 is the number. So let me take a 10 on the epic. And make sure it's the right one. It was, which one was it? I think it was Shaman of Set. Was it on 40? Hold up. We'll get this. And we'll figure this out. We will get this. This battle right here. No. One before. Yeah, it was Shaman of Set. And we got a 10, was it? Yeah, Shamans of Set 11 for 40. So let me do a Shaman of Set right here. Let's see if we get 11. Or 12. If it gives us 12, it's definitely based entirely, which it should be, based on how many times you do it. If it gives 11, it just means it hasn't gone up yet from playing it more. Yep, it gives 12. Okay, level means literally nothing. It just matters how many times you play it. Confirmed. Good to know. Okay. So yes, it literally just matters how many times you cycle through. It does not matter what the level actually is. Though generally, if it's a higher level, obviously you play through it more. Generally speaking. But yes, it is based entirely on just playing it more. Because a level 40 variant gave us 11. And then when we played it again afterwards at level 10, it gave us 12. So it is definitely entirely based on how many times you played it. Which is exactly what it said on the forum. Hey, what it says on the forum is actually what it is for once. That's rare. Though someone was mentioning earlier that something was still off with it. I think it was one of the other higher rarity ones, not being as many points, but it doesn't really matter too much. As long as the other thing works the way it does. So this one should give us 13 then, assuming it just keeps going up each time. So let's see if this gives us 13. If it's following that theme of just giving us one more every single time, seemingly. So we'll throw this down. We'll hope for purple. That is very much not a purple. And now he denied my purple. My mana! We need you. We're all in mana short and have no way of poking our mana up. Do I just start spamming these? Apparently, because I don't have black manacle. Please, 1 mana? 1 mana? Should have went for the purple earlier, gosh. 1 mana? You can't deny us forever. There we go. 1 mana. And it should be, what, 13, I think it was? 14. I lost count. But yes, it just keeps going up by 1. Makes sense. Oh no, our last epic battle. Okay, we need to figure out which ultra we want to focus right now. And then remember that we're going to be focusing it for the rest of the time. Whichever one we have more of as soon as we finish out next battle. Okay, which one has more? One of you have to have more. Anabite Warrior. Okay. We're going to ignore Mummified King because it's the worst troop in the entire game. And do Anabite Warrior. Sounds like a plan. So we're going to try to never do a single Mummified King. If we could take Anabite Warrior instead of Mummified King, we're going to take it every single time. Because doing this will give us ever so slightly more points. Compared to not doing it that way. So that gave us 4. We'll then take this. Obviously, whenever we have an option that isn't it, we'll take it. Because obviously we still prioritize higher rarity. As far as the ultra rares now, I'm going to prioritize Anabite. You don't have to make that the one you prioritize, but whatever one you have more of appearing should be the one that you go for. Also, I like how that we're still in one-shot range. I actually wasn't expecting it to one-shot this far. It is going to fall off very soon, though. And by very soon, I think this battle is actually where it's about to fall off. Nope, still going. Very surprised, actually. I could still be one-shotting. Up another fair shot. Oh, that's going to get way too large eventually. Haha, that's funny. You just soloed an entire team with the new Mythic with death marks. It does have some cheesy methods that way, that is for sure. Especially because it has disease, so it gets to delay them and everything. It's definitely similar to the Mythic we got this Friday. It's a lot less useless than I thought it would be. Doesn't mean it's viable, but it's a lot less useless than I thought it would be. Both the Mythic we got last Friday, and that's still in drop table, and the Mythic that we got yesterday are, like, they're not horrible. They're not something you would use a lot, but they have utility purpose. That would bring them out more than I thought they would initially be used for. Alright, I think this will be the last one we do for raids, because I want to focus on the Ward Lore. I mean, not the Ward... Oh, gosh, I'll say everything is the wrong event. I keep calling a Ward Lore event raids. I'm calling that Ward Lore event. Mixing up all of them. But anyways, we're going to focus on the faction after this. So this will probably be the last battle we do for now. And then we'll do a lot of raids tomorrow night. I also got a new pet tomorrow night, Undead bonus. But we'll continue from here later. And by later, I mean tomorrow. However... what we'll go do right now is we still got the entirety of the Word Lore event. So I'm actually going to go Finesse. I think we're just going to go Finesse build. And just run it with bow. I didn't mention it during the video, but yes, going bow with the triple Finesse is generally the way you go. I normally don't mention it just because I know a lot of people don't have it. So I always try to show the cheaper teams for the video. However, this place has a lot of yellow, and we should be able to clear through it pretty quickly with it. So we are going to bring out the Finesse. Finesse, it also works kind of like Gargoyle does in a sense. And then Nimbus Bow. And we should be good to go. And we'll change that obviously to the class of what's his name? Stormcaller. And then we'll go, do you feed into yourself? I forget. No, you do not. So we'll go yellow, purple or something. Yellow, purple. That's not what I wanted. Banner. +2 yellow into purple. That minus is brown. Perfectly fine. It's normally a color you'd never want a minus, but in this particular team, that is perfectly fine. So +2 yellow, +1 purple into the Finesse build. Sounds like a plan, and we already have enchant going. So this is going to have to double cast instead of single cast. It's not that big a deal, though. Because we throw this down, dead. We throw this down, dead. We throw it again, dead. And it just dead loops them. Very quickly. But yeah, triple Finesse is a really weird one. And literally all you need is yellow access. As long as you have access to yellow, you can do this. And just do that, boom, dead. Do it again. It reminds me a lot of how Gargoyle plays. Except it's even easier to win in most situations. Though, I don't know. I do feel like it's overall actually better than Gargoyle. Like, if you have access to it, if you have access to both Gargoyle and this team, I do feel like this is the better option when you're going for the lower level range. Because it just gets started so quick. You throw this down, you're already ready to go on your next turn. You throw it down again, and then you throw it down again, and again, and again. And it just has infinite damage once you get it going. It really shines a little bit deeper. I feel like we're using it slightly, ever so slightly too early. But once we get to like 50 plus, it starts to really show. It does slow down by about 300 though. Once you reach about level 300, or depending on your stats, even by 200 potentially, starts to notice a little bit of slowdown. However, it can go all the way. It is one of a few teams that exist that can go from 20 to 500 viably. As in every single level range, it could pretty much do decently viably. It's one of the only few teams that can do that. The other one is Rowan with her Scale Shield build. Can also do similar, where it can run all the way from 20 to 500 pretty viably. However, you need access to green to be able to do that. Which obviously we don't have. Also, we would never even need to go that deep anyways, because I just do the free ones. Or, you know, the 30 gem free ones. Just all rewards. Because we already have all the factions done, so we don't need to worry about them. Also, he just denied all my yellow. That is very unfortunate, given that this team is entirely dependent on yellow. So much so. Also, if I'm not mistaken, he needs any storm for that, so it doesn't specifically have to be yellow. So if the enemy counters our storm, it actually doesn't matter. Yeah, it only matters if there is a storm. So luckily, unlike something like Finesse, it doesn't actually matter if they like storm counter. Because storm counter doesn't mean anything to this thing. Let's see. Hello, Supremacist. Let's see. Without being instant killed by Bladewing every time you started this. Oh yeah, Bladewing can be a bit annoying. It can also do the inverse though, where you can use Bladewing to auto win against the enemy. I didn't show it for the thing. However, there is a no potion method for running this place. I only showed the potion method because, well, obviously we have access to potions today for it, potentially, if anyone wanted to go for it. And based on the leaderboard, yeah, people went for it. Literally the whole leaderboard's nothing but 500. But it can be done at other points without running potions. And if you're doing so, the build for it's actually slightly different. You run Harpy Mage in first slot, followed by double Bladewing, followed by the Legend, which is called, what's the Legend called again? Queen Zachi. So that's actually the build that you run if you're running the no potion method, because you have double instant kill, so you have two 20% that you can end up utilizing, and you just have to outluck for 3 battles, which generally you can end up doing. Because that's the other strategy. The double Queen Zachi I do feel like is a little bit better, but if your stats are really low, going the instant kill method is actually more efficient. Especially without potions. But obviously, if anyone's doing it today, they're using potions for it, most likely. But I do mention it as one of the top 5 easiest factions. The main reason for that is you can cheese it with instant kill. It's one of the cheesy factions where instant kill can just carry with enough luck. It might take you multiple attempts to get that lucky, but you would eventually get that lucky, where Bladewing would literally just carry you to victory. It might take several dozen tries, but you would eventually get lucky enough to break through, regardless of your stats. Let's see, I'll take that over. Four times not that bad for a 500, if that's what you're referring to. That's actually pretty good. I feel like the 2 500s that I tried getting took like forever. However, one of them was the hardest 500 in the entire game, or among one of them. There's one of them I tried doing for Hall of Guardians. That is like top like 5 hardest. Might even be top 3 hardest. I'm not sure if it's absolute hardest though. I know Sea of Sorrow is like ridiculous without potions. And without high enough base stats, because they just like double or even triple wipe you with a single cast, depending on what your stats are. Which is what the other issue have with Gargoyle and that Hall of Guardians as well. Like the second he casts, he gets a kill, and almost kills 2 other things. So it's not as bad as Sea of Sorrows one. Depending on your stats, Sea of Sorrows can quite consistently triple kill you with a 1 single legend cast. Well, with potions, Hall of Guardians is pretty easy. Well, like pretty much every faction. Every faction with potions is relatively easy. But obviously without them is a whole different ballgame. Also, not quite sure why I switched to Nimbus Bow. Like, I figured we'd use it occasionally. But if we don't need to stack stats, we actually don't really need to touch it. Because one of the reasons for using Nimbus Bow is to stack your stats so you would have more stats. However, if we're in a condition where we don't need those higher stats because we're winning so quick, we kind of don't need it as much. Because Nimbus Bow is the best way to stack those extra turns for them. You get 12 additional stats every time you extra turn, 4 per thing. It's all Strix, which includes your hero, because your hero does count as a Strix due to the typing of the Stormcaller hero class. Yes, it's roughly 2,500 gems to get to max. It can be done for cheaper. If you do absolutely no skip, which takes forever, I believe you can get it done for 1,900 or 1,700 or something like that. If you go flawless, no skip. However, if you're doing some amount of skipping, it can go to the mid-2000s. Which most people, I feel, do skip some amount. Just because doing absolute no skip takes a very long time to do on Tuesday. And you'd have to have a lot of time available on Tuesday to get it done. With absolute no skip. But yeah, you can normally expect to spend low 2000s, mid 2000s if you're skipping at all. But I believe people have mentioned no skip can 1,700 or 1,900. I forget which one it was. Last I recall was 1,900, but someone said at one point it was like 1,700. Not 100% certain on that. But it can be done for slightly under 2,000 for sure. But you'd have to no skip it, which generally on a Tuesday event is not viable to do. For a weekend-long event, it's viable too, because it's 3 days. But for a day-long event, yeah, it takes a while. If you're gonna go no skip the entire time, you'd have to like dedicate to that prior to the day even starting, and setting a lot of time away to go and do it. I have never done a no skip Tuesday event. It just takes too long. We've done many Tuesday factions, but we always use the skip method to some capacity. Like it's something like 4 or 5 hours or something, no skip. Oh, how many hours does it take? About 4 or 5. I'm not sure 100% exactly though. But I believe it's around 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours, somewhere around there. Depends on your team, depends on the faction, depends obviously on many factors. As well as how annoying the first and final are in the delve. Like for example, Hall of Guardians would be a lot longer to do no skip on compared to like everywhere else because the reduction that it has both on the first and final battle. Whereas some others might be quicker. So theoretically, you almost have enough time to do it right now. No skip, though you'd probably have to skip some amount by the end. Because what, we have 5 hours more in this event. 5 hours and 26 minutes. So it's theoretically enough time to get the entirety of it done, even if you haven't started with no skip. I wouldn't advise doing that, but it is theoretically possible, especially if you're skip methoding it, to start it now and still get it done. Though no skip would be very tight on time if you do that right now and haven't even started. But apparently a lot of people are going for it. The entire leaderboard's straight 500s, except for the few that for whatever reason are lower numbers, which are probably still working towards 500 but haven't done it yet. Those are probably the no skip people actually. It just goes to show how many people use skip method, which tends to be the case on Tuesdays. Oh, what do we want to grab here? Well, so are we on Magic right now? I believe we are. Because Magic would definitely be the thing we need. Okay, good. We are on pure Magic. I thought so. I just wasn't 100% certain. Actually, one thing that we could be doing too is 20% mana start into 2 Magics. It's not that big a deal though. Because for immediately taking a yellow, it pretty much makes no difference. Or then again, hold up, it actually would have. Would have had mana full 1 whole turn early. Maybe we do go 20% mana. Because 4 damage isn't really making much of a difference here. Okay, fine, we'll do 20%. Let's see if it glitches again. Probably shouldn't. That's the first time I've ever seen that when it happened earlier. That was so weird. I wonder what would happen if I left the metal there. Like what kind of effect it would do. I should have tested that. I'm pretty sure it would have just done the 20%. But there's a small chance it wouldn't have. And it would have done something really glitchy. But I'm pretty sure it just would have given us the normal 20%. It was just probably a visual glitch. Let's see, I'll take that down. You'll be doing City of Thieves in 2 weeks. It's your Christmas gift. Nice. City of Thieves, generally a kingdom that you keep at level 20. However, if you're going all the way through, you gain some like insane loot if you're doing no skip on that place. Like, you'll get a really huge boost of loot, burst of it. Because it's the best farming faction in the game. I'll take a yellow over. Grab our finesse. Wait, I was wondering, why did we do no damage? Duh, we're webbed. Oh, you need the pet for Leonis' power. Yeah, true. I was blocked on at 1.2. I forget what was blocking us. I'm not sure if it was that second pet or not. I think it was one of the first pets I didn't bother getting maxed yet. Which at this point, obviously, we do have. City of Thieves without potions, definitely very hard. The way you would have to do it is to mimic some of the enemy troops and go into the final battle with things that have like instant kill, death mark, and stuff like that. It's possible, but it's definitely hard to do. Basically, you would have to go into the final battle with 3 or 4 troops that are not even part of the kingdom. Obviously, you have to start pure kingdom, but by the time you get to the final battle, you'd be a completely different team. So it's a bit luck based on what battles you get, because you basically have to steal all the best troops from all the battles, and then go into the final battle with all those best troops. Things that have various instant kill and other similar mechanics. Ooh, we're at the point where we can't one-shot anymore. That's slightly concerning. Though shouldn't make too big a deal. This makes it take the slightly longer amount of time. And I was on the higher battles, so that kind of makes sense that that would happen. This is generally where Gargoyle would stop one-shotting soon too. So I think Gargoyle does one-shot a little bit further. But this thing loops its mana better. Gargoyle still gives you mana, but the amount of mana is generally a lot less than what Finesse ultimately does for your team. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I'm thinking of Mirrored Halls, not City of Halls. My bad. Yeah, City of Halls is a skull spam method. My bad. I'm thinking of the complete different location. I was definitely thinking City. I mean, Mirrored Halls, I mean. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, the strategy for City of Thieves is you generally buff up the legends and then skull spam. So yeah, that would be pretty hard to do without potions. Yeah, that one's a lot harder. City of Halls is, or City of Thieves is a lot, I'm now combining the words. But City of Thieves, yes, is a lot harder to do without potions, so that's correct. Today you got Smash Ultimate with the DLC and a year of Smash Online. Nice. Well, online works for every single Switch game. But, yeah, I haven't been playing too much Smash, but it's a great game. It's definitely like one of those must-have kind of things on a Switch console. It was actually literally the reason I initially even bought a Switch console was for, well, also Mario Party came out a little bit earlier too. But it was primarily just for Smash at the time. But yeah, Smash Ultimate's a great game. It's one of those games that has like infinite replayability. Though oddly enough, at this rate, I might actually have more game time soon into Age of Calamity than I do into Smash. But Smash is a good game with like friends and stuff like that. So throw that down, throw that down. Have I played the first Hyrule Warriors? No, I have not. So I do have a friend that keeps getting me to want to try to play it. But, no, I have not played the first Hyrule Warriors game. Will I at some point? I'm not sure. Obviously, I need to be covering a lot with Age of Calamity because it's so new. And the videos have just been doing absurd for it lately. But, we might eventually go to Hyrule Warriors. We'll see. We're doing Breath of the Wild next as far as Zelda stuff is concerned. As well as Breath of the Wild 2 whenever it comes out next year. Or it's rumored to come out next year. It might not actually come out next year. I'm actually really doubtful that would come out next year. It feels like a 2022 game. Because between the virus and everything, I don't think they're going to be able to push it out this year. Or, I mean, next year, I mean, when I say this year. Obviously, it's not coming out this year. No big games dropping the rest of this year for Switch. I'm pretty sure the year's essentially over. And they would want to have had the game already out because of Christmas shopping. Because their Christmas game this year, Nintendo, was basically Age of Calamity. Which is a pretty good game to do that for. Let's see. Take that down. Yeah, it's pretty funny that the Switch consoles have actually been selling like insanely well right now, because the other two consoles are so scalped and outbought that people will like go to try to get a console, and then it's like, oh wait, the PS5 is bought out, the PlayStation is bought out. Oh wait, there's a Switch here. Let's go buy that. And they're actually making like so many sales simply because it's a new console generation, but those other two generations don't have enough stock that it's basically increasing Switch sales. They were already going up anyways, but I do find that really hilarious that next gen actually made Switch sell more, particularly because of the stock issues with the other two new consoles. Let's see, I'll take that over. Let's see. You got lucky, and we're down to one copy, 4 different. You had one legendary and a copycat at the start of the battle, but last legendary after one cast. But the copycat just kept looping after like 45 to 60-minute fight. Oh gosh, yeah. You can. That's one of the biggest issues with level 500, especially resummon level 500 pure factions, is they take forever sometimes. What was that one that we did recently that took us like 30 minutes? I think it was actually 23 minutes. What was that? We had a faction really recently. Was it the most recent one? It might have been. Where it took like 23 minutes, which isn't the longest out there, but it's definitely time consuming. It sure felt long. I think it was the most recent faction. I actually completely forget which one it is now. I think it was the it was the one where it was elcarjen or something. I'm pretty sure it was elcarjen. Wasn't it elcarjen? I'm pretty sure it was. Took us like 23 minutes, I believe. So that's not the longest time we had, but that's still a very long time for one single battle. Let's see, I'll take that over. Throw Pokey down. Get our other one, and he's dead. Though, if nothing else, I actually have a lot of fond memories of all the level 500 pure factions we've done. While they might be very annoying, they're pretty funny. They're annoying in actually a very good way, in a sense. I actually kind of like level 500 pure factions. There's a lot of things wrong with them, but they're really memorable. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Get the next one. Oh, hello, Dragon Ball Z fan. Welcome. Hello, Daisy. Welcome. I know, I do almost all of mine with potions. I did only 2 without potions. There's still quite a few that are time consuming even with potions. Yeah, the first two battles in Emperinazar weren't that bad. It was mostly the final battle that was the real issue. Because how many stats it had, and how much resummon it had. Alright, so we have this one, the next one, and then whatever we need to poke on 90 if we don't already have all the points. Oh no! He just hit 5%. He just hit 5% devour. That hurts. I don't think it's gonna matter much though. This is Finesse team after all. If two of them died, that would matter. Let me take that skull. I don't trust you now. Don't you dare snipe us. There we go. He actually 5%ed us. We still have a whole delve to go do here. Maybe I just skipped to final already. Because we're going to have a whole nother delve anyway. So you know what? I'm just going to skip the final. We're just going to have to do more of the 90 floor to make up for the weird point system because of how we're going to be doing this. I should have taken those yellows. Whoops. Yeah, it should be a match. And we just throw down Finesse. Okay, now we do need to go do almost the entirety of 90 due to what just happened there. Yeah, it does look like that's going to be the case. So we got to do all of 80 as we normally do. And probably most, if not all, of 90 now. Since we had to do that weird method for 70. But it won't affect how many gems we spent, if nothing else. So that's good. Because we have the sigil already used for this floor, and then the next floor we gotta go pretty much due to entirety now. Due to skipping floor 70 in a sense. I should probably be focusing Bone Dragon. He can actually kill us. That and Glaceon. There's like a few things that you can get sniped off of. They're really high damage. Hello, Doberman! Welcome. You did Wild Court Pure Faction today? Nice, congrats. Very nice. It always feels good getting a Pure Faction done without potions. I only ever did 2. But, yeah, they're really hard. It feels good to finally get them done. Though it is becoming increasingly easier as we keep getting more and more stats, but they're still quite a challenge. Because, of course, as time goes on, the amount of stats we have to work with increase. However, if you're going to do Pure Factions, this is the week to do it. If you did the entirety of the campaign, this is the most stats you're going to have for, like, the next 11 weeks. This week, right now. Because we're at the final week of the campaign. And you have the full amount of campaign stats right now. So if there was any time to go run level 500 Pure Factions, now's the time. So if there's any you've been meaning to do that you weren't able to do in the past because they were too hard, you might want to try them again. Because you have more stats this week compared to what you would normally have, assuming you did the entirety of the campaign. You still have another like 5 days for that. The rest of the week until the end of Sunday. So you still have time to mess around with that. It's like 4 magic, 15 armor, something attack, something HP. I forget what the values are. But obviously you can see it on that one page. And we have that for the rest of the week. But yeah, it's oh, we got tribute ready. Perfect. I'll grab that. How much was it? It is yeah, we got 10 HP, 9 attack, 15 armor, 4 magic for the rest of this week. That's basically a whole 7-all potion effect, except on magic. And obviously on some of them it's higher. But that's basically what it is. It's just a perpetual plus 7-all stats in a sense. Slightly different than that, but that's ultimately what it averages out to for the most part. What is the best Mythic without Iron Gut delving? I almost want to say Wild Queen. Wild Queen is just such a great Guild War option. It really depends because a lot of Mythics have really high utility purpose. So it kind of depends what you're specifically aiming for. Like Iron Guts for Delve, Wild Queens for PvP, and particularly Guild Wars. Grey King is a great disable. Obsidious is a great disable. What else? Karandera has the 4x curse thing, which should be available actually soon too as well. Zugoff just absolutely decimates things. Theoretically, he's a Doom Troop though, not a Mythic. He's theoretically a rarity above Mythic. But yeah, if you count Zugoff as a Mythic, yes, he's very high up there. Though he's theoretically not a Mythic, even though he kind of is. He's basically a category above Mythic. Same as how Enraged Karandera is. It's technically not a Mythic. Yeah, they're both boss troops. There's currently 2 player-owned boss troops. Enraged Karandera and Zugoff. I still don't own Zugoff. I mean, I still don't own Enraged Karandera. I can at any point. I can literally just click a few buttons and we'll have Enraged Karandera. I'm choosing not to, especially until we know what comes in next season. I also somewhat want to know what's in Season 4 before I maybe dedicate towards it. But, I don't know, we'll maybe finally get it next season if we're not getting anything that's going to require a bunch of orbs next season. But I don't know, we just need more confirmation on it. But as it stands, I'm not going for Enraged Karandera for a while, probably. I just don't want another troop come up that requires 8 orbs, and then we don't have enough orbs for it, and it ends up being better than Enraged Karandera. So I'm just holding out. Until we can craft 2 Enraged Karanderas. I'm probably not crafting an Enraged Karandera just in case a thing comes up where we're going to need it for a new troop. Because obviously we wouldn't actually craft 2 of them, but you know, you need to have like one whole set of resources as extra in case they do. I think they're only going to do that like maybe once a year. However, if they do it once every 3 seasons or once every 4 seasons, I'm not sure if we'd be able to cover the gap in that time. 3 seasons, no. 4 seasons, possibly. We might be able to cover that many orbs. But it would be a little tight. Because I don't normally farm too many extra orbs. Like all the normal weekly ones I normally get. But like extra beyond that, I normally don't go for leaderboards and other things similar to that. Also, how many battles do we need? Yeah, we'll probably just clear through this whole floor. Might as well. Sometimes they do off stream. Sometimes they just leave it there and just don't do anything with it. But this time around, we'll clear it out. Mostly because we have to. But, get the battles in. Because we had that one really weird floor where it got a 5% chance and it won. Well, it didn't win, but, you know, it got a kill. Which is technically a win for it. It's as close as we're going to get to a win. Still can't believe it rolled 5%. Obviously there's a chance it happens, but how rare that is almost never. Yeah, I'll take those 3 battles, take out the final. Now we'll probably call it a night. So if anyone has any other questions, that would be a good time to ask as well. Or anything I missed in chat. So you're saying Green Orb is worth buying 1 tier in the event? Yes. So it's not going to always give you a Green Orb. It's very rare. Well, maybe not really, really rare. It's like 35% chance I'll give you green. I know. Find out what we get from ours. Whatever the second orb is what that orb would have been. I sure hope it's not green. We'll find out in a moment. Am I going to do any explore speed runs this week? I might. We have the most stats, so it's worth considering. I'm not sure if we're going to, though. But we might. World record for it got beaten by several seconds. So it's even tighter now to do. Like, even if we submitted that one run we had, it's multiple seconds below the new record. I believe the new record beat it by like 5 seconds or something. Which might not sound like a lot, but the time is really tight on it. Even a few seconds is actually a lot on it. I forget if it was sub 140. I think it might have been. I think it was a 137 or something. Oh yeah, it wasn't sub 130 then. It was like mid 130s. It was like 137, 136, somewhere around there. Previous record was 141. Yeah, I believe 136 would be the time we'd need. Or 135 or something to actually like beat it by a second. Anyways, let's see what we get from the second orb. Let's see. Some people seem to already be betting on it being green. They were wrong, technically. Though also not wrong. We got Orb of Wisdom. Which is basically just green in the disguise. But, you're technically wrong. We didn't get a useless green orb. We got a useless orange orb. But, there we go. Okay, that's all the thingies. Quite literally, we're down to 0 and we got all the rewards. Ah, there we go. So we're able to skip that one simply by doing the thing. And that worked out quite nicely then. And then tomorrow, our main focus will probably be finishing out the World Lore event. We still have several sigils, and I don't think we'll be all the way done yet. We'll definitely have stage 11, but I don't think we'll have stage 12 yet. So we'll have that probably Thursday or something. Oh yeah, we never handed out a code. Let me go hand out a code. Hold up. I never brought up the thing, which is why I didn't hand up a code. Let me go do that real quick. Hold up. Don't leave yet. Unless you don't want code. Let me go get a code for you guys. Also, if anyone's watching after the fact, I'm handing this out so late that the code might still be active. Though I'm pretty sure people will spread it, that by the time this thing is uploaded, it'll already be dead. That's the only problem with it. Where's my code hiding? Give me a moment. I do not have it open at all. Why do I have these tab things? Oh yeah, I had a bunch of files when I was making the thumbnail earlier for the other thing. I was gonna say, why is all those files there? I forgot. I was doing a thingy with them earlier. Okay, let me go save this so I know I marked it. Put this over here. Let me go get you guys code. Put that over there, put that over there. And here you guys go. Let me go paste it into this. Copy the whole thing, paste it over here, and there you guys go. Now you should be able to see it right now. There you go. But there's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com or the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says in the bottom left corner right over there is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat, starting with KYZ. And give same award as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I actually would have completely forgot. Normally I do it like the midway section. I probably should have done it as soon as we finished out the World Lore event. It's transitioning into Delves. Should have done it then. But, well, we still handed it out. But yeah, any other questions, anyone? Any things you want me to go over? Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we are every night, of course, for Gems of War. Tomorrow night will mostly be, we have a new pet, so we'll go to the Undead pet, which is an okay bonus. Undeads are starting to become a little bit more viable now that they have 50% start. They were pretty bad in the past, but some true damage builds are actually starting to come like somewhat into the meta, not like super into the meta, but like Grey King with 50% is not something to mess with, especially with a bunch of other Undeads. And I believe Undead bonus at 3 and 4 ends up giving magic or something. So yeah, not too bad. And the fact that we have Golvania upgraded for even more ends up working out pretty good. So yeah, Undead is it's starting to actually become a thing. It's kind of like dwarves where they were like useless for the longest of time and then somewhat became not useless. That's kind of what's happening to Undead, where they're kind of useless but are increasingly becoming not useless or not as useless. So that's cool to see. Typing actually become a little bit more viable again. But yeah, tomorrow I'll mostly just be messing with the Undead Skull, and I'll also be doing the World Lore event, so that'll be the main focus. And then this Thursday we just have the class event for what's it called? Necromancer. Friday and the entire weekend we have Arena, and Saturday we have the 2018 Christmas pet. So if you want to go get that. And that's pretty much the game plan. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. And don't forget, if you're still going to be hunting for that other mythic, you still have a few days left if you're looking for Pan. And if you're not looking for Pan, don't open Glory Gem Guild or VIP keys, because they only give Pans for mythics. And aside from that, don't forget to finish out the campaign, as this is the final week, of course, of Season 2. And we covered it all last night on stream as far as the final week of tasks. But anyways,